first prophetic word to a married couple was by God when he said that you leave your father and your mother and you hold fast to your wife and you become one flesh. We know we go through a lot of problems, everyone does, but think about it. The creator of time, the creator of the waters, the mountains, the creator of light, he put you together. So he's got to know what he's doing. Adam and Eve, he put them together. He said it was not right for him to be alone, so he gave him Eve. Now they got off track. They were deceived, and that's the only power that Satan has. He has no power over you guys. He has no power over us. All he has is deception. It's our job to stay on the path of Christ. It's our job to love each other. And the only way we can do that is together. And that's where we start our story. When you're mad, who will you listen to? When you're at your worst, what voice do you hear?
You don't have to listen to this mess.
Hit him.
Are you going to take that?
Everything.
Hit him.
Hey! Them keys, man. She don't deserve them keys. Man, do it right now before she leaves.
Matter of fact, Danielle, give me my keys anyway.
This is too much. I'm leaving. I don't need you. Over. It's over.
Man, leave this house, man. You ain't gotta stay here and take that. See how she make it on her own.
I got something for you. I'm out. Hey, you heard me? Danielle. Danielle.
Lord, I need you. Forgive me.
I mean, if you can't have her, don't you think? Can't nobody have her. Man, grab them bullets, man.
Lord, forgive me for this.
I know how to get him back. I know exactly what to do.
Oh, your man been acting up, huh? Come on in.
Shoot, you were happy. Shoot, you might as well. Shoot, you need to get her back. We'll go pick up. And we know exactly how. Go pick up old girl.
Man, I can't believe I'm doing this. Come on.
Where's my bat? I'll hit him where it hurts. Everything up.
Wait. Babe! No, her. Bet I won't come back. Yeah. See where she think I'm at when I'm going for hours. Who won?
It's over. I'm done. I'm leaving.
Alright, this is our series, One Flesh. God led us to do this video because, and we never knew why, because a lot of times in our own marriage we was having a lot of problems. A lot of times we was ready to give up on each other, give up on the situation. You know, whether it was a lot of factors was included in that. When we first got married, Pastor Horn, I believe it was your old pastor, told us that the devil's going to attack certain things right away.
Shout out to Pastor Horn.
Shout out to Pastor Horn.
Marriage counseling before, and everything that he talked about pretty much already occurred.
Yeah. So he said he's going to attack our finances. He's going to attack us through our children and some other things he named. But those attacks have came true right away. And I start back and I think that if you think about it, the first married couple was attacked. You know, the first attack on humans was Adam and Eve, which was deception. And it didn't stop in the garden. That's still going on today, where he's trying to deceive us both. He's trying to divide and conquer. And he knows the division in the household will destroy the household. We have to.
It'll bring complete chaos. It'll bring just disaster because it appears Satan shows up. It appears that everything is chaotic and out of order, and this is not right, and this ain't supposed to be. You know, all the negative stuff.
And he's going to use that to get us both off track. He's been watching us for a long time. He's been watching us since our birth. You know, he knows what makes us angry, and when we sin, we allow him to have ruling over our life. We give him the keys, just like this earth has. You know, with sin, and that's why he's the prince of this earth. So we have to understand we're going to be attacked, but we have to hold on. And the more attacks we've gone through over the past, we see that it's made us actually stronger. Yeah, it made us closer. So the devil thought he was about God. Yes, exactly. In every avenue, we're going to tell you how we depended on God and how it worked out for us. You know,
because that's where all your help comes from. No matter what you're going through, you need to revert back to Jesus. Your life needs to be completed. I mean, it needs to be.
And it's 3 years. We're getting ready to be 3 years now, and we have grown a lot over the years. And the main thing we both had to understand was I can't change her, she can't change me. We have to allow God to do that. All you have to do is your part. The man has his instructions, the woman has his instructions. No matter what she does, I know I'm going to be blessed in my situation if I'm doing what I'm supposed to. But of course, I want the whole house to be blessed. And when you get bound by distractions, just like what Jesus said, he said, how can you pretty much rob a home without first binding a strong man? Because that strong man's going to protect the home. And that's what the man's supposed to do. We're supposed to be a covering, praying for our children before they go to school, praying, leading the family in prayer all the time, teaching the children discipline, things like that. Even with the wife, she has to be submissive. But I can't take control of that power that he's given me, because it also says I should love her like myself, like Christ loved the church. He'll give us all to the church. So I have to give my all, mind, body, and soul. Things I don't want to do, I have to do. Things I don't want to put up with, I have to put up with. And same thing for her. And that's because we're one, and because that's a part of God. That's what he wants us to do. So the first thing we're going over is giving up. And that's you get away from all giving up words. When you get mad, close your mouth. You know, that's the biggest thing.
Come together and pray, because it's hard to stay mad when you're praying.
Right. It is, because God's going to convict you. He knows that he's going to speak to you. You're going to be mad and hold that anger. I want her to know I'm mad. That's what I do. I want to stomp around, or I want to throw something, or I just want to ignore her for, all day. I ain't going to talk to her for a week in your mind is what you're saying, but you know it's going to break. And as I'm thinking those things, she'll walk behind me. We both not talk to each other, and something to say, just give her a hug. And I'm like, Lord. And I'll give her a hug, and it works all the time. I mean, there's not been one time really where
anytime you listen to God, it's gonna work.
It's gonna work, and you just gotta I can't be I told you so. I can't beat nothing in her head. I can't keep on arguing with her.
God get the glory.
God has to do it. He has to convict her. He has to let her see through you your actions. So no matter what the other spouse do, you have to do your godly actions.
Vice versa, because we want to pinpoint, oh, she started, he started it, or it came about. But when we all take responsibility for our own behavior, it's not no he or she, it's us.
Right.
Especially in a marriage. This is in any marriage, you need to be united.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, you have to be united. You have to grow together, and God's going to merge you both together as one. You're going to see that I feel the way she feels, or it hurts me for her to feel a certain way. I can't walk around and let her be hurt. You can't let your heart get cold. You have to listen to Christ, and it's hard.
You're upset, you still need that.
That's the hardest time to listen to him, is when you're upset.
It's hard to come together in anger, but it's
needed for the marriage. It's healthy, and somebody just have to give it. Even if I know I'm not wrong, or I didn't do nothing wrong, I'm still gonna give her a hug. The same thing with her. She might not do nothing wrong, but you both just say you're sorry, and it's like right then and there, because you reconcile the way God said it. He blesses it right there. It's like your heart feels light. You feel good. This has been the first marriage or first relationship, basically, that I've had where it's been like this, where I can actually be happy and not have to worry about somebody holding grudges, because we're trying to follow what God says, and He says not to hold your, not to be able to grudge, pretty much.
Do not let the sun go
down on your wrath. Yeah, do not let the sun go down on your wrath. So we try to keep that going. Of course, we're not perfect.
Even if we go to bed angry, we still
right.
end up finding common ground and talk things out.
And let it go the next day.
Because you don't want it to carry over to the next day.
And we're not trying to say we're perfect. I mean, the walls can tell you that we're not perfect, and we go through a whole lot. That's the only reason why we're able to sit here now
but God is going to continue
talk
to get
to
us
you.
through those things as long as we continue to lean, depend on Him, trust Him, come to Him. You don't go to your sister, you don't go to your brother, you don't go to your mom, you don't go to your daddy. You go to God about
You cannot discuss your marriage with anybody else.
And He'll put those people there if He needs you to talk to sister this or that. He's going to put those people in place for you.
But most of the time, He's going to have you just come to Him. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
He's going to have you come to Him because there's been times I wanted to talk to my mom. My mama called me and she'll be like, I want to pray for you because I feel something, you know, is going on, or I feel for you guys. Are you guys okay? And she'll feel these things without me even saying that. And there's been times where she thought I had said something to my mama. I said, I promise I didn't. My mom has just been like that, you know, in our life where she prays, she's on top of things, and she feels when we're not getting along. I'm like, wow, it's amazing to see how God works. But those prayers that she's giving is awesome, yeah. So that's why we want to pray for you guys. We want you guys to pray for us because
we all need each other.
Marriage is not hard, you know. I mean, not easy. It's not easy on your own, you know. But you have to give to God, like He said. The yoke is easy, but that's only if you give it to Him. So whenever you're having problems in marriage, I mean, basically our biggest problems has been finances. And it's something we have struggled. And children.
Because we've had problems ever since we've come together as one. We've been having problems, you know.
The one thing that we want to hopefully everyone avoids is one thing you got to do is avoid adultery. God mentions it a lot in the Bible, and it's one thing that we know that He hates because, again, it's His union. You defile a marriage when you go outside of marriage. No matter how you look at it, you bring things upon your family, upon your home that you don't even know about.
Judgment. No matter how good it sounds, it feels, whatever, it's coming to your household when you step outside.
So you have to watch those friends. You have to watch the flirt. You have to watch other people trying to creep in your life because those people are slaves to Satan. You wonder why when you're married, for the men, that more women want you. You know, they find you more attractive because they don't even understand why. They can't even tell you why. They just like married men. It's because that's Satan in them. Like, you know what? Whispering to them. You know what I'm saying? Look at him, man. He's a good man. This is how he be for your husband. And then you get to talk to him. If you got some saved people that tell you that you meant to be the wife for a saved man. I mean, for a married man. So he's very conniving. You have to know his tricks. The only way you can learn his tricks is you're deceitful. And one thing we want to do is read together, do everything together. You talk together. You keep each other happy. You know,
and even when you get upset with each other and you guys have to like about to go to work or go somewhere outside of each other, you still want to be the godly person that you're supposed to be, so you won't be manipulated or tempted to, you know, step out.
Yeah, and you have to. I look at it as like you want to pretend like they're there with you or that somebody's watching because actually it is. It's God. It's angels recording us. It's God. We're going back and reporting. It's God watching you, and
it shouldn't be that hard at a certain level in your walk with Christ.
Right.
You know, the more you in Christ, the stronger you'll get in Him to overcome all that stuff, and eventually you'll be delivered from certain things. You know, you'll be surprised.
It's just like when you were with your parents. You didn't cuss when you was with your parents, around your parents. You didn't do certain things when you was around your parents for most of us. And that's how it is with God. God's sitting there. Like right now we're sitting here. 2 or more gather in His name. You guys watch this video. God's in the middle of all of this. You know what I'm saying? So He's here watching, and we have to remember that. So when if I'm cursing, I'm talking bad to her, I'm treating her wrong, and not like God would treat me, then I'm wrong for that. You know, so stay within the marriage. Don't get caught up into the adultery stuff. It's a hard thing to break.
And the grass, I know that the word got to say, the grass may look green on the other side. We all know it's not. It just, you know, Satan dressed everything up. He dressed it well. He dressed it just exactly the way you want it. And you need to always remember that.
Yeah, and when you don't pray, about things, and you project yourself, you project things. Satan sees what you project. He cannot read your mind, but he can talk to you through influence, and he can watch your actions.
Your
body language, yeah. We say at the same time, see that? But body language is the big thing, is he sees all that. So that's when he gets to whisper. You notice when you get angry, again, what voice you can listen to. The last thing we'll get on for today, and again, like my wife was saying, if there's anybody that has subjects you want us to talk about, and we may have been through it, then hey, you can inbox us and leave it on YouTube.
For everything, and we just open.
Yeah.
Because we desire for God to use us.
We can't even cover. You have to be watching all night to cover everything.
To somebody concerning marital problems.
Yeah. What we want to get on is depression. Depression is something that sinks in all at once. It's like when the enemy comes as a flood, God will raise the standard, so we got to understand that. And that's how it's going to come. As a marriage, you're going to get hit through some type of way. If it's not your finances, it's going to be your kids. If it's not your kids, it's going to be lust. If it's not lust at work or something like that, it's going to be job loss. It's going to be always something that you're going to deal with.
And finance has been a big one for a lot of married couples.
We don't belong to this earth, so we know we're going to have problems. This is not our home. We don't belong. We're aliens on this earth.
God said in the Word you will have problems. So if you stay in His Word, you will stay encouraged. You'll have all the tools you need. And
encourage each other. We hope the husband and wife. We hope that the husband and wife are both sitting down together watching this video. But encourage each other. Tell them you love them. Tell them how nice they look. Find things that they like. Do those things for them. You know, go out your way.
Pay attention, be there, because you can actually be side by side every day and still don't
put your phone down. You know, set certain times. Don't be on Facebook all day. We preach into the choir, or we preach a lot of things that we need to practice more of ourselves. But that's again how we're able to talk about these things, because we've gone through them, or we're going through them now. So when the pressure comes to set in, the devil's going to tell you to kill yourself. The devil's going to tell you to beat each other up. The devil's going to tell you to leave. The devil's going to tell you so many different things. And these things are going to happen. That's why if it hasn't happened, it will. If you're single waiting, just prepare yourself and marry Christ like you.
And a lot of times depression coming in too when we've been disobedient. Because if you think about it, depression it comes from you feeling like you haven't received something, or something that's not working the way you desire for it to work. That's when you need to get on your drop on your knees.
And
that's when you need to repent, even if you feel like you haven't did anything, because that spirit allowed to get on you for a reason. And
we have to find contentment. When you're in that prayer and you are talking to God, ask for contentment, because He says not to worry about tomorrow. He said if He can feed the birds, then why are we worried? So that's how it is in every situation of our life. Marriage also. So when you're going through situations and you're worrying and all these things are coming about, you're going to get a lot of stress is going to fall on you, and it's going to affect you. It's going to affect you. It's going to affect the marriage. So you have to come together as one. You have to find contentment. Be happy for the little things. If you, right now, we tell anyone to grab a piece of paper, and you could use the whole paper and write down every blessing you had in the last 10 years or the last 5 years or the last year. It won't be able to fit all on that paper, because we don't think about those blessings. All we think about is what we want, just like the Israelites.
We forget when it's over, God had done something for us. It's over with, it's forgotten until something else had happened to help us.
It's defeating the flesh. And what we started doing, how I knew she was the one was, she asked me, and I know if you saw the other video, I said the same thing, but she asked me to fast with her. And I'm like, you know what, I knew she was the one, because, I mean, how many women are going to say, you know, come fast with me? So fasting together as a marriage, going a week without whatever, eating vegetables, things like that, praying together, coming together. These are things that those of us that are struggling need to do. Especially if you think about giving up. Before you guys give up, go on a fast. And I guarantee you, 7-day fast, fruits and vegetables, water, and pray together and watch God move in your life. You know. So I don't want to hold you guys too long. We want to thank you guys for listening. We appreciate it, just the time that you guys are taking to even watch this part far into the video. We're hoping it helped somebody. And again, if you guys liked it and it helped you, share it. Hopefully take God seriously, take your marriage seriously. Don't give up. You weren't put together by accident. There's no way possible. God doesn't work by accident. So it's going to be hard. Sometimes you want to give up. Sometimes you ask God why. But we forget a lot of times the heartache.
Stick together. Know that you guys are not you guys' enemies. We have to stick together, work together no matter what.
And you're supposed to love your wife and husband more than anything in this world. And that's where some marriages come to problems also, is that we love now people, person, place, or thing, you know, besides our wife or besides our husband, over even your kids. You know, some of us can't only want to fathom that, but your wife or your husband is supposed to come before your kids. So we just got to stick to the Word of God, and we join together as one flesh. Yeah.
Sometimes it will get hard, but you gotta hold on. You know, it's tough. You know, we go through a lot of things together, so I can say this, you know, and, you know, in making this video, you know, I even cried a little because it's like so real. And I just feel the pain of so many other couples, and I just want them to know that God has got your back, man. If he can do it for us, he can do it for you. We've been through hell and back, man. We wanted to give up, but nah, God is the one. He's our Savior, and we are believers. As believers, you got to understand, we don't give up. Are you a believer? Are you? You serve the greatest God of all time. You serve the creator of time itself. How are you doubting him? Why are you doubting him in your relationship? Doubt him in nothing. If he can feed the fowls of the air, what more can he do for you? Let no man break up what God has put together. Not even you. God is awesome. He is able. Trust him. Fall down to your knees together. Pray together. Fast together. Love one another. Ignore some things. Take some things. Forgive. Reconcile. That's what we're supposed to do. That's what God's love is. How many things has he forgiven you for? How many? You can't even count. And that's what we have to remember. God is able. Again, let no man put asunder what God has put together, even if it's you. You get that? Even if it's you.